What's up, everybody? Josh or Miho here. I hope everybody's doing good and well and stuff. I got an album review to do for you, and I'm going to be talking to you about the debut album from the band Craven Idol entitled Towards Eschaton. This is released on Dark Descent Records. Now, if you're not too familiar with this band, they are based out of London, England, and the best way to describe the sound of this band would be a very volcanic and volatile hybrid of both black metal and thrash metal. Think, if you will, to stuff like maybe Niflheim or Ketzer or even Aura Noir to a certain extent. This band put out a couple of demos in the later 2000s, and then in 2010 they released an EP entitled Ethereal Altars. That EP really showcased what Craven Idol was all about. Some incredibly disgusting riff work, great, scary vocals. It had the total package. I honestly felt it showcased more of the band's black metal side more than anything else, but really there was a lot of hype and potential to be had from this band. And when I found out that they got signed to Dark Descent, my interest peaked just a little bit, and I wanted to know what kind of direction they were going to take for this full-length album. Of course, you saw the really awesome artwork by Paolo Girardi, just really awesome artwork to be had, and it made me wonder, would the actual music itself back it up? And yet here we are with the debut full-length entitled Towards Eschaton. It's 8 tracks, and it clocks in at around 33 minutes in length, and pretty much this is an album that flies by at a very quick and brisk pace, and that's really one of the highlights for me of this album. This album doesn't feel like there's any sort of filler to be had on it. Every single track moves along at a really good pace. Even some of the lengthier tracks that are on here, there are a few songs that range within the 5 to 6 minute range, but yet every song that's on here just flies by so quick and has a little bit of that traditional heavy metal gallop to it. You can tell by the way the drums are and the way everything just moves along so quickly. I enjoy the pace of this album. As far as the actual music is concerned, I think it's terrific. It definitely is a nice little calling card to this band's prior works, and it definitely showcases what we have in store for the future from Craven Idol. The guitar work on here is just sizzling. I just love the way the guitars are being played on this album. Just some really heavy and powerful riff work going on here. I can almost hear a little bit of an Absu type of vibe to it. Even early to later Bathory in certain cases. Like on the track To Summon Marion. It's the 6-minute opening long track of this album. And you get some really crafty and well thought out guitar work going on here. Just the way the tone is, the way the riffs are played, everything just sounds great. To even tracks like Golgotha Wounds and Craven Atonement. There's some great guitar riffs to be heard on those particular tracks too. It just streams along and moves along very nicely. I just love the way the riffs sound, even the solos. That's where you get a little bit of that thrash vibe going on here. I think it sounds great. I love the way the solos are on here. They fit perfectly for the songs, for the song lengths, and the way the actual songs go together. The bass tone is very good. I definitely enjoy the way that it's mixed and produced. It's very warm and natural sounding. It definitely doesn't try to battle anything with the guitar work being done here. I think the bass sounds good on its own, and it definitely has a very nice place within the production. The drum, when it comes to the drums, I think the drums sound very good. I enjoy the way the drums are being played here. Very fast paced and not really too frenzied or chaotic, but I think the drums definitely showcase themselves very well. Like, I want to say on the tracks Aura of Undeath and Orgies. I think those are songs that definitely showcase some of the fine drumming aspects of this album. You get some really thrashy kind of drum beats, just the way some of the thrash beats are, to Orgies, where you get a little bit of a more traditional metal type of vibe going on. I think it's really good. But overall, the way the drums are being played, they definitely showcase how talented this guy is, and he definitely has great speeds and great potentials to be heard. And when it comes to the vocals, that's where we go back to the little bit of the black metal vibe that this band has to offer. The vocals are very raspy, very high-pitched. The wails and the screams, they sound great. I really enjoy this guy's vocal style, the way he words himself, the way he delivers his lyrics. It just sounds great. Just the way he spews out his words, it just sounds awesome. This guy has a great swagger to his voice, a nice intensity. I really enjoy that a lot about his vocal style. Um, so overall, this album definitely is a very warm welcome introduction to those who weren't familiar with Craven Idol. If you didn't hear of them then, you have a reason to be into them now. This is some really awesome black and thrash. I mean, if you're into Absu or Niflheim, or maybe even Venom and Bathory to an extent, you'll find something to enjoy with this band. Some really amazing stuff, and definitely this will be an album worth owning when the time comes around. If I had to pick any favorite tracks, I would definitely have to say To Summon Marion, Golgotha Wounds, Craven Atonement, and Aura of Undeath. Just some amazing tracks to be heard. I'm going to leave you some links in the description box as to how you can get a hold of this album and listen to it. I'm going to leave you a link in the description box to Decibel Magazine where you can stream this album in its entirety, hear it for yourself, and be your own judge as to whether you want to buy it when it comes out. It will be available on October the 15th. Pre-orders are being made available now through the Dark Descent web store. You can purchase this album by way of CD, compact disc, or LP vinyl. If you want to have a reason to have giant Paulo Girardi artwork coming your way, I definitely would get the vinyl or get the CD, however you want to listen to it physically. But yeah, definitely check this out when it comes out and is available. Again, the album is Towards Eschaton by Craven Idol. This is released on Dark Descent Records. Definitely support this band, and I'm going to give this a very strong 8.5 out of 10. Very fast-paced, very menacing, and just overall crazy stuff. Craven Idol know exactly what they're doing, and they get the job done. Great debut. I'm going to conclude this review. Thanks all for watching. Take a shot on my channel, and until the next time, Army Ho out.